Oh my God, what? Yo, I made you lift this?
How difficult do you think it is to lift the weight of a lion on your back? Or to lift the weight of a giant panda off your chest? For scale, I struggle to lift even half that weight in a deadlift. But some people train hours on end, getting stronger and stronger to lift more and more weight. Today, I'll be putting my strength and skills to the test to see if I have what it takes to be a powerlifter. Today I brought in my friend and expert powerlifter, Arnold Cuevas. Arnold is a powerlifter, personal trainer, and coach from Toronto, Canada. He specializes in powerlifting and bodybuilding and has made an impressive share of accomplishments at shows and competitions. So can you tell us a little bit about what powerlifting is?
Powerlifting is the sport where weightlifters compete to see who can lift the most in the squat, bench, and deadlift. Each athlete has 3 attempts to lift the most that they can, where at the end of the meet or the flight athletes who are competing, the athlete with the highest total wins the competition.
Powerlifting originated in the USA in the mid-20th century, evolving from weightlifting and strength training practices. It gained popularity in the 1950s and became an official sport with standardized rules and competitions by the 1960s. Unlike Olympic weightlifting, which emphasizes on things like speed and technique, powerlifting is all about raw strength and is open to athletes of all sizes and skill levels. For anyone who's just walking into a gym and they're starting powerlifting, what does their first day look like?
Obviously, you got to get under the bar. You got to be moving the weight. That's kind of the bare minimum. As a coach, I like to see where their strengths and their weaknesses are. You're not going to be going for PRs day one. If anything, it's day one, and maybe the first few weeks are test weeks to see, again, where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are.
A squat is a powerful compound movement that targets the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. In competitions, the squat must meet specific depth and form standards to count as a valid lift.
Yeah, so we got the barbell squat. So first, we're gonna see which type of squat you enjoy doing, whether it's a high bar and low bar. Let's get you under the bar. Okay. How'd that feel?
Pretty good. As I continue to get more and more advanced, what would I look for to execute a better squat?
A good squat is, at its core level, is good bracing, a controlled descent, hitting depth, and then standing back up, just like that. No problems, no hip shifts, just a controlled squat.
The deadlift is another compound movement that targets the muscles of the lower back, glutes, hamstrings, and core. The deadlift is a fundamental movement in powerlifting and is praised for its ability to build overall body strength and power. After you get more and more into powerlifting, maybe after a couple of months or even a couple of years, how much more detailed does it get? Because I guess from an outside perspective, it might even seem like all there is to lifting is just lifting more and more weight. Can you debunk that?
Yeah, so essentially, yes, you are right. Your goal is to get stronger. The main things that change are essentially the way you train for competition. Your goal as a powerlifter is to compete. Your goal to compete is to get better and better at your movements. The way you do that is in the training before competition. So you'll have your different strength blocks, hypertrophy blocks to bring up leg and body parts, and then also your peaking power blocks to help kind of fine-tune the certain movements under heavy loads that you wouldn't normally train with. We got about 25 on here. What is that, 185? Huh? No, it's not. That's about 90 pounds. So we'll start off with the conventional. With conventional deadlift, the most common thing to note is that it's a narrow stance and the arms are on the outside of the leg, just like this. Conventional. Right now, sumo, your stance is much more wider, like a sumo wrestler would be. Pretty simple. It's pretty clean.
Thanks.
Did you want to try the sumo?
Yeah, let's try it.
Split the floor in half. There. How did that feel?
I worked some muscle groups that I haven't used before in my deadlift, so it feels a bit weaker like that. Okay, this is the weight of a lion. Can I lift it? I mean, obviously not, but let's see how hard it is. Here, can you lift it? Oh my god! What the heck? I actually didn't know you could. Who would you say is at the top of the powerlifting game?
and what differentiates them from the rest?
A few names do come to mind. Obviously, Ed Cohen, he's world-class powerlifter. Everyone knows him. Another two people that come to mind are Taylor Outwood and Russell Orhe. The main differences between all of those three lifters, specifically Taylor Outwood and Ed Cohen, is that they're very powerlifting specific. They don't dabble into other niches of training. They stay in their lane and only focus on powerlifting.
So when you're a powerlifter, you're just a powerlifter, and that's how you get to the top right.
Yeah, if you want to think about it like this, any world-class athlete, Mike Tyson, LeBron James, Kobe, you don't see them dabbling in other sports. You can't be the best volleyball player and the greatest boxer at the same time. Mike Tyson was the best at what he did because he only focused on boxing, right? Kobe was at the peak of his career because he only focused on basketball.
Okay, so we're at the bench now, and this is where you do a bench press. Of course, with the squat and with the deadlift, we learned things like bracing, we learned things like just where to place the barbell and everything. How much more complex can it get now?
Well, at the master level for powerlifting, at this point, you should already 100% fine-tuned with your technique. You're not changing anything up. You're not switching from sumo to conventional. You're not switching from high bar to low bar. We have the bench press here. I guess I can demonstrate what the bench press looks like.
Okay.
And the core of a bench press is using the pecs, the shoulders, and the triceps to push the weight up. At the advanced level, you're gonna find that technique is way different. You'll see people set up with a very high arch. They'll do something like this. They'll get their feet because leg drive plays a significant role in the transfer of power. Let's get you under the bar, get you doing a couple reps, and then I'm gonna challenge you to a PR.
The bench press is one of the three main lifts in powerlifting competitions and is widely used to build upper body strength. I personally work out regularly, but I've always found that my push movements were the weakest. Needing to get a PR in this specific movement out of the fundamental three will definitely be a challenge for me.
We are going to do 1 rep max on the bench press, and although this is the peak of what powerlifting would be, this will set you up for the start of your training because essentially you're gonna find your strongest point and then work off that strongest point to get even stronger. But let's just get to it. For this, I want you to hit what's called a double, so just 2 reps. Everything looks good for the bench. It's easy.
Are you sure these are 25s?
Yeah, they're 25s, all right. Easy, one more.
Oh, it's a double.
Double. There we go, that's it.
That feels heavier than I thought.
We're going for 135.
135.
135.
So we're going straight to 45s?
Yep. Now you might feel like we're making big jumps, but this is again to slow down that systemic fatigue. It might feel heavy, but I would rather you make a bigger jump than make smaller jumps that
get more fatigue.
Yeah, and get more fatigue over time.
Okay.
So this we're gonna hit for a single. So 1 rep, and we're doing singles all the way to your PR. Rack it. I'm gonna slowly add on the weight. I'm not gonna tell you. I don't want you to think of 165 as the mental barrier and as your limit. So I'm just gonna put on weight. All I want you to focus on is moving that weight up. All right?
All right.
All right. Don't touch it yet.
Okay.
I'm putting something on here. All right, let's go for it. 1 rep, really fast.
Okay.
Speed. Think about speed, aggression. Let's go. Nice, Rocket.
Oh, did it hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
All right, I want you just to look forward. Don't think about the weight. I'm gonna put on something here. Normally you do eat before you train, not right before you hit a PR.
Okay. My
but
bad.
Eat an hour before training.
I just got hungry there.
Not a couple seconds before hitting a PR. I want you to just get in the right mindset. Gonna put something light on here for you. Nothing you haven't hit before.
I'll admit, the more weight you're putting on, the more nervous I'm getting.
All right, let's go for it.
Oh, the sun is in my eye.
Nothing you haven't hit before, let's go. You got it, push for push.
Damn, what was that?
What'd
you put on there?
I put 185. I put
185?
How did that feel?
It felt so heavy the second I lifted off.
You're just gonna unrack it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what? Yo, I made you lift this?
Yeah.
Oh. So if you've watched that obviously did not go according to plan. But what I have on here is a little bit heavier than his 1 rep max. What I'm gonna have him do is hold that weight up, but he's not gonna bench press it. I'm just gonna have him feel the weight. We're gonna see a lot of shakiness. The goal with this is just to prepare him mentally as well as the CNS for heavier lifting. Let's get under there. We'll do a 5-second hold. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rack it.
I can't look at the weight. I keep forgetting. What's that? What is that?
My balls.
Oh.
All right. Now we're gonna do another rep. Nothing you haven't done before. Let's get under this. Treat it like your warm-ups. Push, 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 push. There you go. How was that?
Oh, it was so heavy.
That's a PR.
Was it?
That's 170.
Damn.
A 5-pound PR. How'd that feel?
That hurt.
Did you see how your bar path started?
Yeah, but
move?
it was shaking, but I feel like a lot of it was loss of focus and loss of confidence. I feel like if I don't know, if I kind of like psyched myself up more for it and focused on just the push, I feel like I could.
And again, that's going to be the difference between, beginner, intermediate, and master class, right? Intermediate level lifters and the master lifters, they've done this 1 rep hundreds, thousands of times. You probably only went for a 1 rep max or a heavy single, probably less than 100 times at this point. So you still have a long way to go. You still have to develop that familiarity. That's a PR, man. Unless I did my math wrong. We got 135 here, 135, 145. That means 150 on the other side, 155. Oh, so this is only a PR.
Huh?
This is we just matched your PR.
We matched my PR? So let's count this. 45, 55. Oh, this is 65. We didn't hit a PR yet.
All right, we're going one more. We're going one more. That last one moved up easy. You just kind of, I don't know what you did, kind of jiggled, you danced with the bar.
Yeah.
Push, 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 push. Keep going, keep going. Grind it out, grind it out. Nice. Jeez, there we go, 170.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Technically, you're not too far off from the other way we did.
For anyone who is just starting to get into powerlifting, or maybe someone who might be intimidated to get into powerlifting, what would your advice be for them?
Try to enjoy the process. It's gonna take some time. You're not gonna be able to be the best you can be off of day one. You'll know that training in general takes a long time before you start seeing results. So again, work with the coach or be patient and keep on learning.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Oh. Although I've hit a bench PR of 170, I still have a long way to go. And I may not be a master powerlifter, but my specialty is learning anything until I've learned everything. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, please drop them in the comments below. Oh, I'm so done, dude.
Let's get some food, man.
So what is going on, guys? We are back again for another episode today. That's how we are eating some lunch. Hot pot skewer. He's having the time of his life. Look at him. He's enjoying this meal. He's so happy, guys. Look at him. So happy. Are you happy? Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. See, another one. Oh, it's all hot. Too hot. So today what we got in here, we look at our pot. We got that good she. Look at it. Oh, she. Soggy.